Hi, everybody. It's DelusionDispeller, Laura Beth Colbert, coming at you live. I just thought I'd do a live video just for the heck of it. I don't even know exactly what I want to talk about because, going live, you're supposed to have some sort of topic. So I'll probably feel like I'm rambling, but maybe, just maybe, those of you that are my normal viewers might pop on and say hello in the chat box. And that would be great if you did. All right. So, I entitled this um, about my diet, my weight loss, and my work, and the summer heat. It is definitely muggy and humid where I am. Give me a thumbs up if it's hot where you are too. I would love to know where you're from and how your weather is and how you're handling it if you are in the sweltering heat, like I am too. Um, I plan on staying very cool this summer. We bought another air conditioner, and also I am dressing cooler, as you can see with the spaghetti straps. I got this nice little outfit. Well, not really outfit, but shirt from my daughter. It's really pretty. It's a teal colored outfit, and it is a spaghetti strap outfit. So it's nice and cool for the summer. I probably wouldn't go out dressed like this, but I definitely love the fact that I can stay cool for the summer. Hi to whoever just signed on. Hello. It is good to see you. Feel free to type in the chat. I'm not really sure how this whole live thing works, but it's good to see somebody watching anyway. I'm just chatting because people have told me that they want to see me live. And so I'm going to try to go live once every week, usually on the weekend when I don't have to work. And I didn't have to work today. So it seemed like an opportune moment. Anyways, so let's talk about weight loss. I am still pretty much, I'm not really doing intermittent fasting, but I'm pretty much staying very moderate protein, very low carb. I still have snacks and treats once in a while, but for the most part, I am sticking with the lower carb thing. I did kind of decide to tweak my weight loss a little bit. I decided instead of doing extreme keto to go more of, I guess it's called paleo, which allows protein in a little higher of a ratio than the keto does. So I started doing that and I seem to be feeling a little bit better. It's not such a struggle because I can still have goodies once in a while and I do like my treats. It's part of being Italian, I guess. I do love food a lot. Anyhow, as you can see, I haven't gained a whole bunch of weight back or anything. Still working on losing this little bit that's left on the chin, but it's not terrible like it was before. It's not driving me nuts, anyways. Another thing I'm deciding to do is moving more, and my new job, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, is definitely affording me the ability to do that, chasing after little kids. So yeah, that's been a real plus in my endeavors to lose the weight. Um, I am going to start something. Actually, I've already started it today. I'm going to start, I guess, what you call eating like a kid or a baby. I'm going to eat very, very, very small portions at a time and listen to my body after I take the bites of those small portions and not keep eating if I feel like, oh, I've had enough. I think that's my biggest downfall is continuing to eat even after I've eaten enough. So I'm trying to learn to listen to myself and actually obey what my body's telling me. Your body is remarkably smart. So listen to it. If it's telling you, guess what, Chica, you have eaten enough. It's time to get up and go do something else. Then go do it because your body's super smart. It has a built in mechanism to protect you from obesity and health problems and all sorts of things. One thing I have noticed that there's been a lot of people coming down with cancer, heart problems, heart attacks, etc. And I really do wonder how much what they're eating plays a role in that. So many people over the years have said to me, I can eat whatever I want. And years later, I find out those people died of really strange, diseases and disorders and dysfunctions of their body. And it makes you wonder if, eating a little bit less of those things that we know can clog arteries will really help aid in not only weight loss, but overall health improvement and sustainability. And I'm all about that. As long as I live, I want to be living as healthy as I possibly can. So I take the steps to do that. Besides just the eating plans that I have, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, I'll tell you specifically what I will be eating. Well, not all of it because I don't have my chart in front of me, but within reason, basic things that I'll be eating. Also, along with that, I take a multivitamin. I use the Alive vitamins, they're really tasty. And I use the gummies because I'm a big kid at heart and I love chewing on gummies. I don't like gummy worms, though, those are really gross and nasty. But I do love gummy vitamins and I take 2 a day, and those seem to keep me going, and I need that with my job, which again, we'll talk about in a minute. All right, so I got to remember when I say we'll talk about these things to talk about them in a minute. So we're going to be talking about my job and one other thing that I said I was going to talk about. And now I can't remember. Oh, terrible when you get old, you know. Anyhow, so that's a little bit about my weight loss routine. Just so you know, I started out at 217 pounds. That was back about 4 years ago. I am now at 195. It took quite a bit of time to get to that 195. So if you're not reaching your goals super quick, don't be surprised and don't be hard on yourself. It does take time to lose weight. Um, I'm not where I would like to be, no, but I'm gentle with myself and I love myself in any form that I'm in. If you don't love yourself fat, you're definitely not going to love yourself thinner. It's not about your body, it's really about what is inside here. How do you think of yourself? Do you love yourself as a person? Do you think you have great attributes to give to society and the people you work with and for, and the people you're around, and your family and your friends, and even to make a good influence on your enemies? If you feel good about yourself, it doesn't matter what weight you are, you're going to love yourself and you're going to be happy and content in whatever body form you're in. All right. So, that being said, let me tell you exactly what I eat. Okay, that was the other thing. I told you I was going to talk to you about what I eat. All right, from now on, from this point on until I know otherwise. Now, mind you, I'm a MyFitnessPal fanatic. I log everything in that I eat. There was like a week or two that I did not do this, and you could see on my reports, which is where it gives you that graph that goes like up, down, however your weight and your measurements are going. I could see, uh-oh, I didn't log that week. I ate way too much fat, too many carbs, too many calories, and my weight went up. It didn't go up huge, but it was like maybe 3 pounds or something. But that's enough to make me like, yeah, I better do something to change and get back on the wagon. So yeah, if you don't log in and you are, used to logging your foods, you will find out why you should have. So I started logging my foods again on my Fitness Pal, and I only use the free version because I have used the paid one. And honestly, it's not a whole lot different than the free. There's a few little tweaks in it, but not enough to really warrant paying what they ask for it. So I decided to cancel that and just go with their free version. But I definitely love their free version and I use it and have been for a long time. So, and I definitely encourage you, journal, write down your weight goals, um, put them into my Fitness Pal, check your carbs, check your calories, check your net carbs, log in your fitness if you're doing exercise. I'm not big on exercise personally. I was for a while, but when I started having breathing issues, I try to just get movement into my day. That's how I do my exercises. And once in a great while, I find myself picking up those little barbells and lifting weights. So I do that. Okay, so breakfast for me will be eggs, cheese, vegetables, or fruit, and some kind of cream, probably, maybe yogurt, some sort of dairy, possibly. I don't know. In the morning, I kind of really like the egg idea. I also will allow myself twice a week to eat crackling oat bran with a little bit of milk, but like a little container, like maybe yay big, maybe not even a half a cup sometimes. But if I'm going to have any, large amount, I limit myself to a half a cup or maybe 3/4 of a cup, but generally a half. And now that I'm going to be eating like a baby or a child, I will be limiting myself probably just to nibble them dry. I don't know. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. Hi, whoever came into the room, say hello. Let me know who you are. Thank you for coming in. People have been asking me to go live, and I'm glad to be here going live, just randomly chatting. If there's anything you want to know or ask me, feel free to type it into the chat room and hopefully I will see your name. I would love to see anybody type into the chat room because honestly, it has not worked for me every time I've gone live and I've gotten kind of discouraged. So if you don't mind, say hello. Let me know who you are. How's the weather there? How are you doing? Are you doing different weight loss techniques or anything you want to share? I'm kind of talking about that, but I'm also talking about my job and just kind of sharing a little bit about what's going on with me, Delusion Dispeller. All right, so getting back to my breakfast. Um, so yeah, crackling oat bran a couple times a week would be good. And if I want to be really fancy and nice to myself, I'm going to allow myself to have a waffle once a week. One waffle made of probably oats or possibly maybe a banana and two eggs is another way you can make them that are very, very low carb. So I might do that, but just one waffle. Anyways, so that would be breakfast, and then lunch will hopefully be a big salad. Although no, I'm probably not going to do a big salad anymore. Just as much salad as I want to eat, and also instead of salad, if I'm sick of salad, which does happen, some kind of vegetable, maybe like cream cheese on celery. I love that. Um, for a snack, because that'll be basically my lunch is going to be some type of a salad. I might throw some tuna in it once in a while. For a snack, like today, what I did when I started thinking, well, I'm going to eat like a baby or a child because those portions I know will be small, and I'll listen to my body and decide if I want more. Well, I did, but I started out with a little tiny bowl, kind of like the bowls that you get the little short sour creams in, and I put in that bowl some what were they? Sunflower seeds, because I absolutely love sunflower seeds to munch on. And I also put these little tiny mini, I think they were flax crackers. Those were really good. And there was one other thing I ate. None of it was super high in carb. I think I sprinkled a few chocolate chips in there because I was craving chocolate, but it wasn't any major portion of anything. So then I decided I was still hungry and I decided to have a little bit more. So I did that. Anyway, so that's what I did for my snack, and that's kind of along the lines of what my snacks will be. Maybe a few pieces of, like, not pieces, but a few portions of fruit might be a good snack, but something small. Then for dinner, whatever my husband wants to eat, I'm going to try to eat some kind of a protein, whether it's meat or not, I don't know. I'm planning on getting way away from meat as I reach my weight loss goals. But anyway, some sort of protein and then two vegetables every time, or maybe a vegetable and a salad I might go with. And that will be my dinner and probably dairy. You can always have some type of dairy. They like you to do high fat if you're doing keto, but since I'm just doing this baby child portion thing, I don't know how that's all going to work out. I'll let you know. I always check up on my Fitness Pal thing and update my results. So I will let you know how that all goes. So I also told you I was going to talk about work. I can't be very specific because of privacy reasons, but I will say I work with children that have autism, and I adore these kids. They are so cute. The ages, I believe, are like 4 to 6 or something like that, maybe 7. These kids are adorable, and it's really, really opened my eyes to a lot of things. For one thing, the portions of food. I have to feed these children, so I feed them little tiny portions, cut up everything in little tiny pieces, like you feed babies and toddlers. Well, it's been a long time since I've had toddlers or babies. My children are 18, and then a couple are in their 20s, and one of them is in her 30s. So it's been a long time since I've had little kids. But these little kids bring me back to where I used to chop up food and put it in little tiny bowls. And I thought, you know what? If I started eating like this little guy here, maybe I could take off some pounds. So hence the eating like a baby child idea, which is what I'm doing now. All right. So the job has really opened my eyes, not just with the dieting or the losing of weight or portions or whatever, but also about how intelligent these kids are. We look at children that look different or people that look different, and we sometimes don't realize how valuable these people are in society. We kind of I don't know. We stereotype people a lot, I think. And I shouldn't say we, not everybody does, but I know I did. For a long time, I thought, oh, well, they have Down syndrome or they have autism, so they don't really understand. These kids are so smart and cunning, and it's just amazing what these little ones can do. So I absolutely am enjoying this job, but I will tell you, it is very draining having a bunch of them in a room and running after them all day and trying to keep them from opening the door and running out and making sure they eat, making some of them sure some of them don't get a hold of things that they're allergic to, making sure they're not beating on each other, although they don't really hurt each other like that. But it's been such a joy and such a drain all at the same time. But I'm so, so grateful for the opportunity. It's only been like, it's going to be a couple week job. It's not a super long position, but I agreed to do it because they were looking for other paraeducators, and so I am. And then I'm probably going back to my regular job, which is dealing with children with behavior disorders. And I that's also rewarding. It's very challenging, but it's really rewarding seeing these kids grow and learn and just develop different ideas about the world and things like that. So anyhow, that is the 2 things that I wanted to talk to you about, and it was just the weather, the work, the weight loss, that sort of thing. Oh, one more thing to talk to you about, and then I will go and post this video for anybody else that wants to watch it that missed me live. I do hope in the near future I can figure something out where we can meet together and actually have like a Q&A session where I answer your questions that you type into the text. It's just I'm not sure if the chat is even working in this, so I guess time will tell. We'll figure it all out eventually. I'll work with my cousin on figuring out how to do the Q&A and make sure everything is tip top and chat is coming through. All right. So, on that note, I was going to tell you one more thing. Oh, I was going to tell you about my course that I'm making. It's going to be a paid course. It's not going to be super expensive, so I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be able to do this. I'm going to be putting some of my very best videos on narcissistic personality disorder into this course. I will be talking on video, and I will also have transcribed worksheets or some type of written out sheets so that you can follow along, maybe take notes if you want to. It's going to be called How to Move On After the Abuse or After Narcissistic Abuse. And it will definitely highlight the how to of how I did it, how I moved on after the narcissist threw me away, replaced me, tossed me aside, and moved on from me. And I had to pick up the pieces of my life and I had to find a way to move on. And I want to offer that to all of you, my viewers who have been so faithful to watch me over the years and definitely be able to tap into that resource and to share it with other people as well. And it will be an e-course, so you'll be able to order it right online. My cousin's going to work out all those little glitches. As you know, I do the talking and the videoing. I am not computer savvy as far as putting things into packages neatly and being able to make it available for people to tap on it and download it. But my cousin is very, very good at that. So I'm going to let her handle the technicality of it all. But I'm very happy that I'm going to be able to bring you my first e-course called How to Move On After the Abuse When the Narcissist is Done with You. Should be really good. I'm saying a lot. Sorry about that. I just am excited about it. So I hope that you all will benefit from it and share it with people that you know need it. And I will probably end things there, I think, because I think I've talked enough. Anyway, I will be coming to you live. I will try to do it every Saturday since I know there were a few people that seemed to find some interest in what I had to say, and that's great. Hope to have more of you after I iron out all the glitches in the program. But I just wanted to come on and say hi, and I guess that's it. Looks like somebody's here visiting, so I will go for now. Blessings to everybody and have a wonderful rest of your day. Eyes wide open moving forward. Bye.